Hello, hello. How's it going? All good, brother.
Think we're back, are we?
Are we still back? I mean, I'm on an ad right now,
Yeah,
surely, but
cool.
we're still back. We can
Yeah,
look
I,
at the
yeah, I hear
MP.
us. All right, we're good. So, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. First pick was hit in three, goes to NorCal by quite a large margin,
Oh yeah,
1.7 million. Yeah, Banana Man and Kodanashi both FC'd with Kingbacks are at a near FC. 99.5 accuracy from him.
mm,
The other three respectable scores. 300k from 141, 400k from Zana, and 580k from Skyla. Um, all with respectable accuracies as well. 99% on Skyla. Uh, and we see their next pick, which is Nomad 5. That's the hyper precision map here.
indeed. We're waiting for the stream to just reconvene with all the picks and bans
Yeah,
here, and then Nomad 5 getting picked for the side of Maryland. And yeah, 3 million team score, not so bad, not too bad. We're the side
yeah,
of
not too
NorCal
shabby
here.
there. Probably the best in the whole tournament,
Maybe, maybe.
Major League and all.
All right, so the bans, if I recall, Maryland banned DT4 Easy 1, NorCal banned DT1. I forgot the last ban. I gotta look at the ref sheet. Just forgot. With 6.
Never use Bluetooth again. Truth.
Why am I getting a commercial break? What the heck?
Yikes. Alright, we get the actual bans here. A red team, which is NorCal, Hard Rock 1, and Flex 1. And as for Maryland, is DT4 and Easy 1. And we're going to be getting into this match here.
Yep.
Kodanashi, Bless, and Banana Man versus 141 Zion and Scala once again.
Seems like the stream is able to hear audio just fine, just not on our end. So, but that's whatever. We can just commentate the gameplay here as we go, as this match goes on. And you know, with this kind of precision pick here, it's just a matter of
Alright,
if you can
audio's
hit
back.
these. Yep, audio is back indeed. It's just a matter of hitting those circles properly. But you know, this is just a precision map that is just only in one specific section of your screen here that is mapped. And we do see here like earlier breaks here, even a bigger break coming in for the set of Kotanashi here, especially when these bigger combos matter so much more in the context of precision and lower combo density. But there is that trade coming in from Skyla here, as we do continue to see holds coming in from 2 of these players from each side of the team, Bus KM, Banana Man, and 141 is Zaina. And it's just that Zaina coming up from their own recovery from that earlier miss here. So this 45k score difference looking a little bit scary here.
Now we're getting into a resting point here, right as we get into the final jump section here. Anything can happen, but it's going to be designed to find the break. Bless and Banana Man still holding on to the FCs alongside Kotanashi's recovery combo. 141's FC isn't really going to do anything. She may have the highest accuracy in the lobby, actually tied, but it's not going to happen as we get a break point on NorCal.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for Zaina to miss there, especially just letting NorCal uh, is blooming their score, especially with Skyline not really holding on much to their recoveries too, to let Kotanashi recover much more on their end here, as we already see, resulting 3 S ranks for the side of NorCal and a 500k score difference between these two teams. And right now, it isn't looking so great for Maryland to already give up a break point here, but it's still early on into this BO11 affair. Um, holy moly. And now we're just waiting for the Senate NorCal B to pick, and they did pick into the hidden two, maybe a result of what they seen and maybe the bans that Maryland have shown. But with Maryland allowing the hidden two to be open, they might have shown maybe a little bit of a comfort coming in here. I mean, I would have to check the stats. It will take a bit to see what they did get in the hidden two, but this is a completely different hidden two from what we've seen compared to what qualifiers in Runner 32 have given us. This one being more flow oriented here, and maybe a little bit of the strain could come into if you're not comfortable with the low BPM alt that comes in for this kind of map. But for now, let me check the stats in question.
Funny map? True.
So right now,
Back.
yeah.
Oh.
So the wrist player coming in here, but
It's
with this
Katie,
kind of
bro.
map, the RNG of this map is a little bit high up there with the flow and the hidden two and the low AR coming in. So we were doing stats comparisons, 1 million team score versus 2 million team score on the hidden two in quals. So maybe a little bit scary here for the side of Maryland B having this open. But with this being a little bit more straightforward, not much reading going on, more so if you can play the hidden mod well and this AR. It's a matter of who can get really unlucky here, actually.
Pretty sure all of them are pretty well versed in Hidden 2 on Maryland. NorCal B, of course, they all play Hidden 2. And Banana Man was 5USC B team, so it does make sense. But he is going to be the first to break.
Yeah. So the first to break, and still nothing to really worry about just yet. Even though this map is pretty short, so a lot of these bigger combos will matter a lot here. There goes Zyna with that trade-off, but also I second hidden. There goes that unluckiness that I did just mention there. So now it's just that one FC versus those two coming in here between these two teams.
It's all going to come down to this section right here, and some. But Skyla's going to be the first to drop, followed closely by Zyna. Just came back to a 1-4-1 on the FCs with Skyla chain this thing again. So the lead's gonna skyrocket over to NorCal, and it's not gonna help with Dyna missing also. And treated by Banana Man, but it's not really gonna matter. They have much more supreme accuracy. It's coming back to 99.8% accuracy. And then we get into these much longer bursts.
Yeah. You see a lot of those chain misses coming in.
Accuracy.
Yeah.
The best time. They came back, they're also following close by. And oh my god. Yeah, this is what we say, like, this is RNG based. 141 finally breaking, but I don't think the FC was gonna matter very much. 84% accuracy, yeah. Katie with a 500 pop recovery combo. 99% accuracy. Great
Yeah.
recovery.
Really great recovery indeed. Actually being one of the few to not really succumb to the chain misses. Also King Baxter as well. So been a little bit on the unlucky side, but I feel like with this map being the way it is, anyone can get unlucky for what this map has provided here.
Happens to the best of us. And that's a breakpoint consolidated 3-0 to NorCal.
3-0. It's just a matter of, yeah, if you're lucky enough to hit those, and maybe if you I mean, of course luck does play a big factor into it, but also it's just if you're really comfortable hitting the alt patterns, you have enough strain in your hands to really hit those alt patterns well enough, because alt stamina does exist, and if you can play that hidden low AR well enough, then you can maybe beat out the luckiness factor or the RNG factor that is present in this map here. But yeah, NorCal the third point, and right now Skyla providing a DT2 pick for the side of Maryland B here, trying to get a counter to get them a point of their own right here.
Now we get into another angle with tapping pt2. Yeah, pretty easy map, which could lead to gambling addictions, possibly. We're going to be seeing Clutchy here, the main tapping player for NorCal.
Yes,
Joining also Bless, who's also another one of the tapping players, and third probably Katie. But
I would
to be
imagine
fair,
so.
this map is pretty easy, so it could go to pretty much anyone, really.
Yeah, I mean, if Baxter has that tapping in him, I do seen some tapping prowess in him. If maybe he rested on the tapping, he could maybe go in this as well. But I would expect maybe Katie to come in here for the set of NorCal. But right now, Maryland B picking this. I'm sure they're really comfortable on it. We can maybe check their stats and qualifiers here. What did I remove the stats? I don't know why.
And it is going to be King Baxter coming in for the third slot.
So yeah, not really surprising there. I mean, maybe it would have been in their best interest to have Kitty in for tapping, being one of their best players, but maybe not really happy with playing tapping that much, as I've seen them
All right,
distinctly
let's go
note.
gambling. The deciding factor here, if everyone is comfortable with this, it's going to be based on accuracy. So let's see who's fit to play this. Zyna already at 90% accuracy, with 141 in a worse position with 86%. And everyone else over 95. Yeah.
Yeah, over 95, but we do see those two early breaks coming in from Bluscam and Baxter. I mean, this map does have that surprise element of having
It's
that change in
spinning. Skyla
momentum
misses
in
on
like their speed.
nothing.
Yeah, Skyla missing on nothing there is not really a good start for the set of Maryland here, but still, those two bigger combos is helping quell that NorCal recovery is coming in, but still, it's just a little bit scary here. King Baxter missing once again here. This momentum that this map provides isn't going to be really
Everyone
easy for
breaks.
them. Everyone still breaks, but those recoveries of
It's
Maryland is
just
helping them
Zyna.
out much more here.
Zyna has to hold on for a chance at getting this back, but these accuracies, jeez. Bless 95% accuracy, still matching Zyna, but Zyna has that recovery combo. It's really going to come down to this last section here.
Yeah, and that act decrease from Zyna, it was a little scary, but
Little
there
Zyna,
goes
let's
that break though
go!
from Zyna and that trade from King Baxter. So now it's just two recoveries versus one here for the side of this match. And
This
at
is
the
going to be
moment,
close.
1 for 1. He cannot do anything with these recoveries coming in for the side of NorCal.
And yeah, it's just nothing for the rest of the map. So this is going to be another breakpoint for NorCal here. And now they're up 4-0. But still, good effort though.
Yeah, really, really good effort, and maybe even going to their side if Zyna just held on to that recovery much more longer, even FCing the rest of the map for them to get that chance of getting that score to their side. But unfortunately, it was not enough here with them breaking right at the last ki. So already 2 breakpoints in favor going towards the side of NorCal B. Right now, they have that chance to just go to breakpoint. I mean, not breakpoint. Sorry, match point right away with this next pick if they do decide to pick the right one to win.
Only one way to find out. A map truth. Get this man a truth nuke right here.
Indeed.
The very start's like really easy to miss on because it's like the only like aim map, like aim part of the map really.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing the force mod, not to be confused with the flex mod, which is also a force mod. OWC original for the semifinals tiebreaker back in 2024, I believe. It's a lower
Yes.
difficulty.
Yeah, it
Not
is lower difficulty.
If it were the top difficulty, we'd be having problems.
Yeah, it would be problematic to have maybe a near 7 star, maybe a 7 star map here, where it is a 6.2, 6 star pool. But at the moment, this one being more of a mechanics oriented map here, maybe a bit more tapping in it as well. So that's where the mechanics name comes in for this kind of map here. And
Yeah, a
with
little
this
bit
being
of
force
a
mod.
It's a little bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is a lot harder than the star rating suggests. 5.75. I don't think that would be a fitting difficulty range to consider it as.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that density that this
Yeah.
map provides that can be a little bit deceiving for the SR. But I would imagine this SR actually getting buffed from the new rework here.
It's already
Uh, we
dropped.
we probably did it get dropped?
Remember.
Because I'm sure that the stream overlay.
Friendly reminder, keep your OSU open so that way recalculations can be done.
Sure.
Because it does take a while. And there are performance issues that comes with it, so be wary.
Indeed, but there could be maybe some SR issues coming in from the stream overlay if it's not updated for the 20 climb. But I would imagine maybe. But yeah, this one being a little bit more dense, so it could be
Alright,
deceiving
I
in its
set it to
SR here.
silence, so there we go. And now we're
Oh,
going into
nice.
here. And we're going to be seeing Scala on the Hard Rock, 141 and Zyna on the Hidden for the side of Maryland. And as for NorCal, King Baxter and Clutchy on Hidden with Bless KM on the Hard Rock. Kind of surprising. I profiled Clutchy to be the kind of like Hard Rock mechanics type of player. And maybe like Bless would have taken the Hidden, but here I'm proven wrong. King Baxter drawing North California. Reject South California, embrace NorCal.
Funnily enough, some of our NorCal players do come from SoCal, but they just like move to
Yes.
NorCal or go to school in NorCal here. But they decided to just
Call
stay
of
here.
Duty. So far, no one absolutely shitting the bed, but so far, yeah, everyone's heading up nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just at the beginning of the map, so nothing to really comment about. There is that early miss coming in from Zyna, but it wouldn't really matter too much here. Maybe in terms of the length of the map, that might matter a lot here as well.
It's the longest in the pool, not counting the tiebreaker.
So your consistency matters a lot here, especially with this map kind of testing a lot of things. So kind of your mini tiebreaker here of a free mod. And it is
a good way to
understandable.
describe it, honestly.
Yeah,
A mini tiebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then again, it was a tiebreaker for the OWC.
But that's just a matter of the SR being a little high, so it's forgivable. But for this case here, it's just a test of
Zyna's still breaking, but Bless is also going to break. But it's not going to matter. 2 FCs to 2, but Zyna's struggling. And there goes King Baxter, though.
Yeah, King Baxter as well, so...
141, 92% accuracy. Yeah, the accuracy makes a difference comparing King Baxter's 98% to 141's 90% now. And it's only going down with the tapping. And Clutchy goes down.
Yeah, that's not going to be great here for the set of NorCal, especially with their own pick here. And this one being a more consistency check for the economy as a whole here. Right now, it seems like Maryland having much more consistency in them to be able to combo through this map here with these 2 big combos coming in for the set of 141 and Skyla. So at the moment
have
here,
to hold for a while though, but it's not going to happen.
Oh, 2 breaks coming in for the set of Maryland of 141.
My fault.
So now this is an equal playing field. It shouldn't be an equal playing field, but at the moment, man, those acts that really mattered for this match was in the favor of NorCal, and it mattered much more here to keep that score difference towards their side.
Nothing eventful happening. King Baxter has that huge recovery combo. Zyna also has a recovery combo, but it's being matched by Clutchy. Skyla once again breaking. Plus KM has a slight advantage over 141. And Zyna breaking once again. There goes that huge recovery combo.
Yeah, I mean, you would expect Katie to come in for the hard rock set at the stream, but Bus doing just enough to really versus 1v1 at the moment here to really quell that. But it's just King Baxter and Clutchy doing much more the heavy lifting to beat out their hidden counterparts in the Maryland B side here to get this 200k score difference. And this score difference right now is quite big for the length of the map. And with those combos that Maryland are showing compared to what King Baxter is showing right now, it seems like this is not recoverable.
King Baxter now approaching the 1,000 combo, albeit if he doesn't miss out on the build-up. There we go.
Ooh.
1,000 combo has now been reached. And to be fair, this NorCal team does have a lot of fill potential. Like, as we see, Clutch is able to play hidden pretty well, as seen here. 350k, which is almost the same as Maryland B's biggest score on Skyla with 380k on the Hard Rock.
I would like to comment that this is also the same tapping method that was put in for the DP2 as well. So, you know, this map can be considered like a tapping map with the amount of tapping that they do have here.
Oh, King Baxter's gonna find a break, so not quite the reverse choke.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't really matter too much.
Almost 600k encroaching onto it now.
But yeah, 400k, 450k, sorry, reaching 500k nearly here. And at the moment,
do we have any spinners in the audience?
Match point.
And that is match point. Another breakpoint consolidated. It's now all down to Maryland to see what they pick.
Maryland, Hard Rock 2 here. This time Hard Rock 2 being shorted now. From
it seems like they're probably throwing in the towel here, so they're just picking something short.
Could be the case. I mean, maybe they made a read on the NorCal bands here, the flex being that precision and the Hard Rock being that Hard Rock, so maybe a read on their end to maybe it's like a read of like maybe a NorCal weakness, but we can look at the stats here, and you know, it's very impressive. Number 3 overall in the Hard Rock 2 in qualifiers for Maryland B. And number 1 on NorCal B. So this one is actually pretty contestable between these two teams, especially with that length with that Hard Rock 2 in qualifiers being very much longer here. And this one being very much shorter here. It's just a matter of if anyone can get those bigger combos and get a little bit lucky here in having those big combos as well. And maybe hoping for an unluckiness against their opponents. So this is actually one of the more scarier picks for NorCal B to win out here. This is actually one of the stronger strengths of Maryland B. But there is something to be aware of, is that most of the Maryland B players weren't aware that the match was starting like 40 minutes ago. So maybe some of them aren't even that warm as well, but they should be warmed enough now here.
We're going to be seeing the good looks in chat. No one else is around for Maryland. It's just been these 3 the whole time. Might have been an availability issue, but who knows?
Nah. It was an availability issue. It was a time issue. They did not know the time. They got UTC cucked.
Oh no.
So it was just
friendly reminder, use a thingy, use a converter, please. We don't want this happening again, please.
Yeah, and it seems that right now with this incredible shake that's coming in from the side of Zyna, they don't really have their full power on this Hard Rock 2 to be displayed here for the side of Maryland B. So
doesn't seem like they're too comfortable.
Yeah, so maybe if they have their full
still
roster.
Really close.
Yeah, it is pretty close.
Banana Man's gonna find a break though.
Yeah, it's just these acts coming in from the side of Kotonashi and Banana Man that is really affecting them much more here. It's kind of equaling out with Zyna and 141 here.
That's... accuracies are worse. Zyna and 141 under 90, around 90%, if not under.
But in that big combo of Skyla,
and that's the last FC. It's just Bless on the full combo, Kotonashi on the recovery. 141 has a recovery, but it's not as much as Kotonashi here. Bless is going to find a break though, but it's not really going to matter since Kotonashi has a bigger combo. We're in the last third of the map here.
Yeah. And as No Wi-Fi has said, it's easier to just get acquainted with UTC if you're going to be in the tournament scene for a bit here. As you know, but maybe for this kind of a tournament here where a lot of new players come in, you know, it's not something that they're comfortable with, but it's just a matter of, you know, just learning to be comfortable in this 20 environment. And as this map is closing in, it's time here. Not banana miss, but just that big miss of 1-for-1 of their own recovery. Not enough
Nothing
to
they can
really
do at this
well.
point.
The recovery is a plus KM and Kotonashi. 300k score difference and rising to 400k here for them to win out their second match of this tournament.
And that's it. NorCal B is moving on to quarters against me. You're going down.
Yep. So really, really, really unfortunate for the side of Maryland B getting a little bit UTC cucked there. They didn't really know the time that they would be playing this match, so they didn't really have their full roster in, I would imagine, here to really compete that well against the NorCal B. So I think they will learn from this and do a little bit better in the next time around in the losers bracket from here on.
I would like to mention that apparently it's not anyone on the team's fault, and Mr. Zella from A Team gave them the wrong time. They gave them a time
Zella, you
2
are
hours
throwing.
later. Apparently Zella told them 21 UTC equals 7 p.m. Eastern, which it is not. It equals 5 p.m.
This
Eastern.
man.
So
Actual
unlucky.
griefing.
But yeah, you know, shout out to North California, dominant win. Don't want to be that guy, but like, I'm sure they would have done fine, regardless of Maryland's circumstances. So, yeah.
Zella, you're supposed to grief. You're supposed to support your team, not grief them.
Any closing
Sabotage
words?
indeed from your own compatriots.
Couldn't be me. Well, that's
Any,
gonna do it. I'll
yeah.
be taking this match 6-0. Quite
Yep,
a
6 to
convincing
nothing.
lead, considering that Maryland had 3 players.
They will be facing off against New Jersey B in quarterfinals. And for the side of Maryland B, loser 29 here will be awaiting the
Loser
match of
29,
Massachusetts
that's-
C in Illinois C. So they'll be waiting for their opponent from that end here. But that'll be it for us. Congrats NorCal B once again. Bananaman, Isaka Hidden, Blitz KM, King Baxter, Kochi, and Kotonashi for this win here. Thank you, Laren, for the stream once again. Thank you, Spike, for joining me here in the casting.
Yeah, and guys, that will be it for us for this afternoon. We will be resuming in about 2 hours, and then we'll have, I think, 3 or 4 streams tonight. Oh no, we have 6 more streams tonight.
Monday 22 UTC incident. That's another
yeah.
thingy. Yeah, it's another 0 UTC incident.
Yeah, we got 6 more streams later tonight, starting in 2
we gotta
hours.
We gotta pull out the dreaded F channel.
Yeah, and okay, yeah, fair reminder to any new tournament players: fact check your captains, your managers' statements. Check the sheet for yourself and see when your matches are. But yeah, once again, well played to everyone in the lobby. Thank you guys for
Moral of
tuning
the
in.
story: don't listen to Zella.